Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check video description or visit CCG Castle for more. Hello and welcome to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we're looking at deck from the Wisconsin Regional Championship that Ross Cawthon played. So this is a Accelgor, Wobbufet, Mew deck, and it's a very interesting deck. I really like it. It is just something that I would love to play and I would love to build if I had actually the opportunity to play expanded format. So basically, Accelgor is a stage 1 grass Pokemon who says that you can with double colors energy hit for deck and cover for 50 and leave your opponent active Pokemon paralyzed and poisoned. And basically, if your opponent does not have option to play Escape Rope with maybe any kind of solution, maybe other than Keldeo Arashi in retreat, or maybe even Zorak stand in and retreat. Basically, without those 3 cards and maybe 4th and last card like a switch, he will just stack in the active spot with 50 damage and poison and paralyzed. And of course, if you play Vermilion City Gym, it will take 3 more damage counters at the end of your turn and your opponent's end turn. So basically, at the beginning of your turn, it will have like 110 damage on it. And basically, with the Wobbufet, you can finish the job with the Psychic Assault with by having 2 energies on it, but basically the main focus is just go around and around with a Accelgor deck and cover from turn to turn. But the good thing is that you also have Mew, and you can also use that versatility and replace. Basically with Mew EX ability, you can actually hit for the 50 and deck and cover, actually shuffle back into your deck Mew instead of the Accelgor. But it really depends on your setup and your abilities to set up. So this deck also have a Mona with that long distance hypnosis, which is very good in my opinion, especially because you can leave your opponent active Pokemon asleep if you get heads. If you get tails, unfortunately your active Pokemon will be asleep. But the main focus is basically on that Musharna from the Next Destinies with that forewarn, which says that once during your turn you might look at the top 2 cards of your deck, choose one and put into your hand. So basically with that ability, you're allowed to maybe, in theory, search your deck for those top 2 cards, and if you get lucky, for example, to get that double colors energy, you can put it into your hand so you can actually deck and cover. In my opinion, it's very smart build. And also, for support, we have that one single Shaymin EX for the setup, so we can draw some extra cards with it. And I really like the idea of just playing maybe one Shaymin. I mean, in expanded format, you have plenty other cards which can help you to draw a lot of cards, like a Computer Search, like Colress, and there's even N, so basically even Gettys will allow you to draw some extra resource. So hit aside to roll with the Computer Search as the ace spec. Basically, discard 2 cards from your hand and search your deck for any card, put it into your hand. 2 level balls, of course. With the level ball, you have access pretty much to Shelmet, Accelgor, Muna, Musharna. 1 Super Road, so you can actually shuffle them back into your deck. 3 Ultra Balls for the rest of the Pokemons and basically for any other that you really need. Of course, 4 copies of V-Seeker from supporter cards. He ran 1 AZ. AZ is very good in my opinion. It can remove Shaymin from play, so you can basically get rid of it. So in my opinion, it's a very strong card. But also, it can give you opportunity if you're stuck in the active spot with something that you cannot retreat. You can actually easily play AZ and scrap something from your active spot. But I think it's made to remove Shaymin from play. 2 copies of Colress for extra draw support, same as 1 copy of Gettys, very strong card in expanded format. Your opponent needs to reveal hand and you shuffle all his item cards into his deck and draw equal cards to the number of item cards that he shuffles back. So basically, turn 1 Gettys can definitely do a lot of damage to your opponent. A double Lysander, so you can actually control the piece and Lysander your opponent Pokemons from time to time. Very important because you're doing a very low amount of damage with that Accelgor. Of course, 3 copies of N, 4 Junipers for draw support, and 1 Teammates. Teammates is always good in the deck like this, because when you get knocked out, you can search your deck for any 2 cards and put it into your hand. That's very important. 1 Xerosic, so you can scrap tool or special energy for 1 Pokemon in play. 4 copies of Urban City Gym, so your opponent will take 3 extra damage of the poison from Accelgor instead of the single 1. Of course, 4 flow stones, just because you never know when you will actually stack it with something in your active spot, so you just want to have a lot of flow stones for the retreat. The silver bangle is very good resource because it can hit EXs with Accelgor, for example, for 80. But it will only work on the non-EX attacker. So basically, Silver Bangle can only be used on Accelgor, not on the new EX. Also 6 energies, 2 mystery energies for the free retreat on that Wobbufet, and also for powering up Wobbufet, and 4 double covers energies. But also mystery energy can be used on basically a new EX, and you can actually even use replace, which says that you can move as many energy attached to your Pokemon to your other Pokemon in play. But also with those mystery energies, for example, you can copy maybe even Travel and Break attack for Silent Fear and stuff like that, because Mew will definitely do that. If you're looking for any of these cards, as usual, you can find them on CCGCastle.com. I provide you the link in the video description, so you can get also 5% discount on your purchase by typing TCG Center 5 code, so you can definitely keep that in mind. So let's do a very quick game with this deck so you can actually see this deck in the action. So see you in the game. Alright, so I'm going to call heads, and I'm starting first, so that's very good. Let's see, opening hand. I guess Wobbufet is the best one. So there it is. I have a Shelmet. I actually noticed that with this deck I got pretty bad draw. I don't know why, but opening hand is always very badly. So luckily for my opponent, he is not able to get the basics, so I can take 1 extra card. And hopefully there is going to be any kind of drop support, because this deck actually does not play Trainer's Mails, and pretty much without Trainer's Mail you can find yourself in trouble. So I'm going to attach my Mystery Energy, and I'm going to play my N right here. So N is better than nothing, I guess. Can give me the chance to drop something better. There's a Float Stone and a Accelgor, but that's pretty much all. So I'm going to pass. Since the Carving Hand actually Safeguard, it's not going to be very easy to go through it with the Mew. But the good thing is that I can one-hit knock her with my Accelgor and draw prize for it. But I can even just hit for the poison and paralyze with my Mew. I guess it's even better to have that option in play. So there's a Fan Club, and with a Fan Club he will be able to draw any 2 cards, any 2 Pokemons, basic, even EXs. So Fan Club, pretty decent card, pretty underrated card, I should definitely say that. So Gengar EX and Mewtwo EX, and also Carving as the Safeguard one. Very interesting. So the good thing is that I have that Lysander in my hand, which can definitely be good, because I can maybe Lysander and hit with Psychic Assault, or maybe not. So there's a Mewtwo EX. This one is a promo with a Shatter Shot and damage change. That's also good news, because with the Mew I can hit for like weakness, so that's 100 damage with my deck and cover. And I can pretty much run into my deck back with it. So there's Dimension Volley, so that means only one thing, and that is that I can start to apply some pressure on his Mewtwo. And I'm going to play my Ultra Ball right here for a teammates, and I will take a big risk right here with playing my N. I'm searching for the Shaymin EX, but I will not be able to play my Shaymin on this turn, because I will actually put it into my hand for later. Or I can even maybe go with... yeah, I know. I have a better option right here. Maybe just Psychic Assault, or maybe just Retreat and deck and cover, and then... not sure which option should I do. Let's retreat down to a Accelgor for a little bit. And I'm going to play my Shaymin, so I can maybe try to set up another Shelmet in play. So I can actually then go with my deck and cover and promote back into the active spot my Wobbufet, so that will also prevent my opponent from playing any kind of the abilities. So I lost my double chorus energy, but the good thing is that I have VA Seeker and I can easily grab that M. So I managed to do some damage onto his Mewtwo, which is very important, because it's of course EX, it takes that 1 energy. So unfortunately I don't have Verbing City in play, so I'm not able to expand that poison a little bit more, but really doesn't matter. So far so good. There is one more Psychic Energy. And the good news is pretty much that I can hit 420 right there. And let me count the 100 and, yeah, pretty much 10 plus 60, which is 70. Yeah, I have enough for the knockout, because it's actually weakness. So it will work, definitely. So I will attach my Float Stone. And I'm going with my V-Seeker 4N, so I can actually get fresh hand of 6 new cards. So yeah, 10 plus 60 is a 70, 70 times 2 is 140. Oh no, I'm actually short for 10. No, I didn't count on that. I do have my Silver Bangle, but that will not work for now. So, I guess that Psychic Infinity is going to happen. And I'm short for 10 damage. 10 damage from that poison. So what should I do in this situation? Probably just retreat out to my Shelmet and get my opponent a chance to knock him out. I guess I don't have another option. Yep, undercalculated, basically. I'm short for 10. So that Floatstone actually was a problem, because if I get that Silver Bangle, then I would be able to one-hit knock out his Mega Mewtwo, but that didn't happen. So it looks like my opponent play some kind of the soap with a lot of different Pokemon. So there is Mega Mewtwo, there is Zygarde. I know that he also had the Gengar in his deck. So, oh, actually this is the Psychic Infinity one. Oh my goodness, I totally mismatched something in my head. Yeah, I play a lot of deck with Mega Mewtwo, and I thought, what the heck I'm going to do right here? But I do such a big misplay right here, just because basically I totally forgot one thing right here, and that one thing is that actually my opponent does not have the Shrine of Memories in play. So what a rookie mistake I actually does right there. So never mind for that, I guess. I'm going to hit with my Psychic Infinity, I don't care. It will be enough next turn for the knockout. So there's 140 damage. And basically, I'm controlling the pace right here, that is for sure. He can knock out my Wobbufet if he wants by attaching double chorus energy, but he actually decided to attach 1 energy onto his Carbink. It takes a little bit to realize that my opponent actually does not play Shrine of Memory, so... But on the other side, he can't even knock out my Wobbufet, because Mewtwo does not apply weakness. So his hand is huge. I'm going to play Getsis. So there's Team Flare Grunt, Dimension Wally, Energy Poach, Carbon Break, and Energy. Alright, so I know that he had that very valuable resource in his hand. So I will just continue with my Psychic Infinity. Actually, Psychic Assault for the... a lot of damage counters, 620 in total. And there's a Flowstone and a Accelgor, which is good. So I'm expecting Carbink and Carbink Break in the active spot, so he can definitely do that. But I have Lysander sitting in my hand, so I will definitely go for that Zygarde on the bench, pretty much to hit knockout. Yeah, that's definitely the thing that I'm going to do. Oh, so he decided not to roll with his... very interesting. This is the very interesting situation. He didn't decide to attach his Carbon Break. Okay. There is a very nice top deck, I should definitely say that. And there is one Ultra Ball. I can take my Musharna here. Put it into play. Let's see the top 2 cards. Oh, Wobbufet. Okay, I guess I can take Wobbufet. Question is to knock out his Carbink or to go and apply some pressure on his Zygarde. So I guess I will just clear his Carbink right here, and the next turn I will actually try to knock out his Zygarde. So in my opinion, this is actually a little bit better. So I'm going to promote into the active spot. I guess I can promote my Wobbufet and actually prevent my opponent from setting up if he can get the Shaman in play. But if he cannot, pretty much he's not going to be able to knock out my Wobbufet. There's Tierno for 3. Alright, so this is very good. I do have my Flowstone in hand, so there's Land Pulse for 60. A lot of damage with a single energy, that is for sure. Alright, so there is another forward, and there is double chorus energy, so this is good. Other card I'm looking for is a Silver Bangle, so will I be able to get a Silver Bangle? Who knows. So let's go with Professor's Juniper. So I need Silver Bangle and Verping City Gym, and I have pretty much a single knockout, one-hit knockout right there. So there's Verping City, but no sign of the actually a Silver Bangle. So I'm going to hit Deck and Cover very hard, so 100 damage. It would be 160 in total, and my opponent would be knocked out from the damage of the poison at the end of this turn. But I was short for that Silver Bangle. So at his turn, so let's see if he can do something. His hand is definitely a big, but the question is, does he have any Pokemon to put on the bench? And any way to actually remove his Zygarde from the active spot. On the other side, I also have double Chorus energy in my hand, plus I also have my Super Road, which can give me the access onto my Accelgor in the discard pile. But the most important thing is that V-Secret in my hand, which will definitely give me the chance to drop 7 fresh cards and actually get Level Ball, Ultra Ball, or even Accelgor, and pretty much knock out his Zygarde and finish the game. But even if that not happen, I guess I can always Sky Return in the worst possible scenario. So let's see, V-Seeker for Juniper for 7. There is Accelgor ×2, and I even managed to get Silver Bangle, but it's really not needed because I can even Sky Return right there, which would be, I guess, enough for the knockout. Oh, actually, it wouldn't. I would be short for 10. So yeah, pretty much Deck and Cover for 50 with my Mew, and yeah, it's pretty much over for my opponent. So there's a knockout, and I managed to snap the victory right here. So you can see right here and right now how actually good and strong this Accelgor version of the deck is from the Wisconsin Regional Championship that Ross played. So once again, I hope you guys enjoy watching this short video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more future videos. I decided to share with you this deck list because it's just badass and it's just pretty good and strong for the expanded format. So if you're looking to build with it, build and play with it, you should definitely try because it's a lot of fun to play with this deck. So once again, thanks for watching. Till the next time, have a nice day and goodbye.